Welcome to our very first virtual choir concert. We have been preparing these songs virtually ever since March 2020. These 6 songs have been a source of such courage and blessing for us. They have allowed us to rise above Earth's lamentations, the lamentations of COVID-19 disease that has caused such illness and death in our world, the lamentations of racial strife, the lamentations of political division and unrest. We are grateful for the power of song and singing that have carried us through. It is through collaborating with fellow singers, instrumentalists, conductors, audio and video technicians, singers in choirs that have been together for a semester, singers who have graduated for the past 15 years. We have all collaborated, and together we have gone through the strife and come through grateful and stronger together as a community. So join us after your Thanksgiving feast and take this as a full feast, this music, in the sequence that we have provided. And we hope that it will bless you and give you the kind of courage that it has given to us. Virgil said, "Let us go singing as we go. The road will be less tedious."
Religion is a glorious treasure. It fills our hearts with joy and love, affording peace and consolation. It lifts our thoughts to things above.
It calms our fears, it our sorrows. It soothes away life's troubled sea. 'Tis mixed with patience and virtue.
Ubi caritas et amor, Deus ibi est.
Where charity and love are moved, the face of God is known. Where charity and love are moved, the face of God is known.
Our program this evening is entitled Above Earth's Lamentation, which is a lyric from our centerpiece anthem, How Can I Keep From Singing? Collectively, we've asked this question amid a variety of situations. It's been my privilege to serve as assistant conductor of this talented and resilient sampling of I Cantori alumni. And just in my time alone, I've witnessed many brave anecdotes of resilience, so I'd like to share a few with you at this time. Some singers in this very choir have undergone vocal fold surgery as they ask, but how could I keep from singing? Another singer was in a severe bike crash and had to spend a significant amount of time with her jaw literally sealed shut. But how could I keep from singing? Another singer was bitten by a rattlesnake and showed up the very same evening to sing in a choir concert. But how can I keep from singing? And still, countless singers have experienced the loss of loved ones, and in the face of death have asked, but how can I keep from singing? And so now, more than ever before, we must unite in song and, more importantly, in spirit. And just for more context, the singers in this choir span across continents and years. Many of them have never met, much less rehearsed together. And yet, I think you'll find a remarkable sense of unity in our message as we ask, how can we keep from singing?
My life flows on in endless song above earth's lamentation.
I hear the river far of him that hails a new creation.
Through all the tumult and the strife, I hear that music ringing.
It sounds an echo in my soul. How can I keep from singing? His endless song, my life goes on. His endless song.
When tyrants tremble, sing with me, and hear their death knells ringing. When friends rejoice, both far and near, how can I keep from singing? In praise and zeal, what I shall find, what was today, every day. When friends by share and life, how can I keep from singing?
What if my joys and comforts guide? I know that truth is living. What though the darkness round me flows? Still truth is light is giving. No storm can shake my inmost soul. What if the
In music, harmony refers to adding notes in a chord, perhaps in support of a melody. Each note, when sung, has a different frequency or speed at which the vocal folds vibrate. When we sing in harmony, these sound vibrations complement each other. In fact, the beat of one frequency sometimes lines up perfectly with another frequency. When those meet, it can create sort of an inner extra frequency. It can give the illusion of extra notes being sung. These overtones, and subharmonics as they're called, can make a small choir sound enormous as they fill the space. But what happens when we can't sing together? As the hymn, How Can I Keep From Singing, tells us, we keep singing. But now we're singing into a lens and a microphone. We get to listen back to our own voice recordings and feel like we're not really adding anything. Or if we're adding something, maybe we shouldn't. But then I get all of the files and I start editing them, adding them together, one on top of the other. And it becomes abundantly clear that we are definitely more than the sum of our individual voices. We have a chief musician who is in charge of the universe's biggest virtual choir. And even if you think you're singing into the void, he is an audio mastering genius. And your vocal contribution is absolutely vital, flaws and all. Our voices and our lives together make magnificent music, even when we're far apart. And if you pay close enough attention, you might even hear an overtone descant.
It is with a spirit of joy and overwhelming gratitude that we share with you this glorious treasure in song. We thank our Creator for the inspired circle of communication that flows through ink and lead veins of poets and composers, beats insistently on the gestures of conductors and accompanists, is reflected through the hearts and voices of eager choir members, painstakingly synced by craftsmen skilled in technology, and shared with you in the warm spirit of community. Thank you for joining us in giving all honor and glory to the one from whom these miraculous blessings flow. Like the circle of song, life is one of endless giving and receiving. We invite you to share your unique acts and gifts of generosity with those in our community who lack the most basic necessities. Following this message, you will see a list of 4 organizations that do extraordinary work by partnering with folks like you and me. All of us at Southern Adventist University wish you and your loved ones a safe, healthy, and joyous Thanksgiving.